So here we are for the second part of the CIMA Awards Show. Now we are at Gem Cinema. I have many fond memories of this cinema hall because I used to study here. Not at the Gem Cinema. I was at Frank Antony Public School, which was in the neighborhood. Unfortunately, this building is no longer going to be there. It is going to be torn down and it is going to become one more shopping mall for Kolkata to shop at. But this is the last opportunity that we have to go into Gem Cinema and have a look at the extraordinary exhibition that is going on, and to say goodbye to this very famous, very important single screen theater. So let's go inside. So here we are inside Gem Cinema now. We have installations and artwork right at the beginning. We are going to go inside, but before we do, we will just take a look around at what is available here. This is a really interesting exhibition space. There you go. Nobody could imagine that a derelict cinema hall could be turned into an exhibition space, but there you have it. Photography, paintings, it's all on show over here. So now we are inside. This is actually the basement, and there used to be a small screen over here as well. There are some art objects that are on show. I would again draw your attention. I know this is becoming a little repetitive, but I'm afraid I have to keep pointing it out. Again, multiple panels, which seems to have emerged as pretty much the theme this time, and also meditations on paper. So let me just draw a little further back. There you go. Yes. This is by Somokishor Chakraborty. He has left it untitled. Kinkor Sarkar's Subway is another incredibly intricate work using paper on wooden board. There you have it. It's all paper. And then we entered into the basement. And this is where we see some more exhibits, but absolutely the pièce de résistance is an extraordinary bit of video art with the theme of Gandhi that has been put on show, and that is something which we are going to see right now. So we are now going to witness this extraordinary bit of visual art, which is going to be one of the most remarkable installations.
राजा राम पति
we go upstairs now. And while we go up, let's notice that there is art absolutely everywhere, including above us. So please take note. As a lover of Kolkata, one of my absolutely favorite pieces of work that I've seen is this one, which is by Pritish Daw. It's called Cacophony of Calcutta 10. And this is what he has done. He's used acrylic, marble dust, brick dust, old mortar, ink, charcoal, digital print manipulation on wood, and this is what he has produced. I will take you closer to it. And here we are. This is the most astonishing exhibition space ever. Can you imagine that this used to be a cinema hall, and now this is what it has become. I am going to I didn't want you to see this first, but anyway, this is a rather interesting take on the Last Supper, as you can imagine. This, of course, is not called the Last Supper, as you can imagine. This is actually called, let me focus this correctly, non-transparent. Yes. And so there you have it. But I came over here in order to give you a sense of the space. This used to be a cinema house, and this is what it looks like now. Look at the enormity of the space. This is the last time that this space is going to be used for an exhibition, because after this what's going to happen is apparently the place is going to be torn down and it is going to be a shopping mall, because clearly Kolkata doesn't have enough shopping malls. But while we are here, let us look at the extraordinary show that CIMA has managed to organize. There is a food and a table theme that is there in this particular section. So not only do we have the invocation of the Last Supper over here, but we have this. I mean, I don't very often get to see etchings these days. So I was particularly pleased to see this etching by Sushma Yadav. Extraordinarily detailed. I'm going to give you a full view. And then, wonderful way in which this has been arranged. You have this. You have this. Look. It's all concrete. Extraordinary detail. And the very cheeky humor of putting this concrete dinner table laden with food just in front of this invocation of the Last Supper. So I thought that was rather well done. Now on to some of my favorites. I really do like the ceramic scooter that is over here. Superbly detailed. There's too much light over here, so you may not be able to get much of the detail. But it's sort of, the size of it is that a child can ride it. Now, what do you think this is? This has to be one of the most interesting pieces that have been shown over here. It has actually won an award. It has got the Paresh Maiti second runner-up. It's by Akhay Maiti. It's called Structural Anatomy. It looks like a village, but it is actually the intestines of the human body, the cross-section of the human body. So it is almost as though inside us there is a little village. Inside us there's a community. And I love the way in which our gut has been cut up and made to look like a community. I love the humor of it, and I love the way in which our anatomy is being literally chopped up and used to produce art. Of course, this is nothing new. We've had others like Chrysophili who have done it. Viscera has been used by other people, Damien Hirst, but although Damien Hirst does not use human viscera, but he has sheep put in formaldehyde. But here you have it, the most beguiling representation of the innards of us. This deeply moving work, this quilt that has been woven, let me tell you that it is done by stitching together discarded clothes that were given by the friends of the artist, Sriporna Dotto, and she has called it them. All the clothes that you see over here, they were donated by the artist's friends. And all the writing that you see, these are the words that are actually spoken by the friends. She has very carefully embroidered them until we come to the skies where there are no more words. A work of great proportions. I'm going to go a little further back so that you can appreciate the scale of this. So, there you go. There you go. I'm going to go a little further back. There you have it. It is enormous. Now let us go and stand a little bit in front of the prize winner, the winner of the CIMA award. This enormous canvas has actually won the CIMA award this year. I am taking this picture from a very far distance. I will go closer to it in order to draw your attention to the details, so bear with me. There you have it, Sumon Chandra. It's called Black Grave, winner of the CIMA award. Here is the painting. As you can see that we have heard of diptych, we have heard of triptych, where you have 3 panels that are put side by side, and here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 panels. So I don't know whether it's septic or not, but there you have it. You can see mining happening over here, but let me draw a little closer so that you can see the extraordinary detail. And look at this. Sign of the engineer, where he has put his own signature. Blueprint of a vanishing landscape. Here on one end, you've got the settlements, produced in a mosaic kind of way. And this is the view of the exhibition space from where the screen used to be. This is where the audience used to sit. Those were the upper galleries. Previously, those upper galleries would be used for exhibition as well. This year, that isn't the case. But there are certain nooks and crannies in which art has been installed, and we will just go and have a quick look into these nooks and crannies too. There is a lot of grimness, which is inevitable because we have been going through a pretty grim time. But what is actually interesting is that even again, multiple panels, you know that I keep drawing your attention to it, but it really is emerging as a theme. But one of the most charming multiple panels that one can see is the one that actually hasn't won any award. It's by Anushree Shah, called Quarantine Days of Durga, a set of 12 digital illustrations. They are incredibly cute and absolutely charming. So I'm just going to show you all of them at once, and then I'm going to focus on them individually. You see how Kartik, Lokhi, Saraswati and Ganesh are playing with the yarn that is being used by Durga to knit a sweater. Here we have multitasking Durga. Here she is on a scooty. There she is doing the groceries, cooking, probably teaching online, cleaning the house, taking some time to meditate, and also being green. So this extraordinary panel is something that really, really caught my eye, and I thought I should share this with you. A lot of detailed art that one can see. This is by Vijay Singh Beniwal, Childhood Tractors. This is woodcut. We don't see woodcuts very often. So I'm going to give you the full view of the woodcut first, and then I'm going to focus on the detail. We have another woodcut here, again multiple panels. This one is by Neeraj Singh Khantka, Life in the Lockdown. Perhaps the most Interesting one is a wedding that is happening on the roof. More multiple panels. And you have this extraordinary step well made by Sangam G. Vankare. This is a step well. You have the sound of water, but there is no water, but you can certainly see what's going on here. I am going to take a picture from this angle. So there you have it. That was a very quick rundown of the extraordinary CIMA Awards Show of 2022. Please come to Gem Cinema while you still have the opportunity. Please go to CIMA Gallery while you still have the opportunity. CIMA Gallery will still be there, but the exhibition won't be there. But as for Gem Cinema, the building won't be there. So please come over here while you still have the chance. Pay your tribute to this extraordinary building and enjoy the fantastic exhibition that is still going on. Thank you, goodbye, and we will meet again very soon.